why would you want to call yourself that?
But
why would you want to call yourself Gyai Gyimi?
Why not?
Why would you want to call yourself Foolish Boy? I know someone called Foolish Boy.
Aboa Banku. Because it is there. You haven't called somebody Aboa Banku before?
No.
You know some of these things, social media stuff, you need to do it.
Aboa Banku is an insult.
Yeah, you need to.
Aboa Banku.
So it's for clout? Aboa
It
Banku.
is.
Seto, Aboa Banku.
That's what makes me very happy with this job. You know, in Ghana, it doesn't pay much. Endorsements and shit should be coming my way like, this I enjoying. But it's not happening. I don't blame anybody for that. But I feel like there's a fertile ground out there where my work is acknowledged. When I went to
say he should move out. I would say he should make it happen here.
But it reflects, you know, TV deals are good. These TV deals we deal with in Ghana are bullshit, bro.
Some people,
because they do have an impact.
do not want to marry some other people,
or
do not want to marry some people, or do not want to take their partner's names because of the name. Imagine like a nice name like Sweetie Abochi. Then I go and marry someone like Vodu Magblen or something.
Why do you think Abochi is nicer than Vodu Magblen?
Abochi is a very nice name.
But Vodu Magblen is not nice.
I'm surprised you actually got it. I made it happen.
Yes, made Vodu Magblen.
Yeah,
I swear, every names can be made up, man. It sounds so original.
Like the real thing.
Vodu Magblen Amponsah.
What?
Yeah, that's my new name.
But what is it about names, man? I know on social media, people back then, especially on Facebook, when we were young, people call themselves, just call me Nate something something something.
Yeah.
We have Gyai Gyimi, we have that's a name matter. When it comes to the serious things in life, does your name matter?
I think it does.
How so?
When it comes to serious things in life,
not just serious thing. I think that names do have an impact.
Yeah.
On a name is something you call yourself, so it's something that you call into. It's become like a being. It's your being. So it should have. What I mean to say is that it will always have something backing it. Whether that's my belief.
But always... so the people who call themselves all kinds of things just for clout.
Oh, okay.
You know,
that's one.
We're having that discussion earlier.
Names are important to a point. After that, you have to work for your name to be eulogized.
Yeah.
If
household name,
to be a household one. So like my name Amponsah, OB Amponsah. When I started with stage comedy, they would introduce me, make some noise for OB Amponsah every fucking time.
OB what?
Amponsah. Then it was somebody, one of the president's MP, minister, OB Amponsah, Minister of Sports or something. You guys,
They're always calling you
OB Amponsah. Then I'll go on stage and say, guys, my name is OB Amponsah. You understand? So when your name has made an impact at a point, you get that recognition. At a point, names do not really matter. Like when I say names do not matter, I mean the wording of your name or how maybe it means. Because you can be named Gyai Gyimi and be the biggest influencer on Twitter, and your content has no relation, nothing to do with
it. But why would you want to call yourself that?
But why
would you want to call yourself Gyai Gyimi?
Why not?
Why would you want to call yourself Foolish Boy? I know someone called Foolish Boy.
Aboa Banku. Because it is there. You haven't called somebody Aboa Banku before?
No.
You know some of these things, social media stuff, you need to do it.
Aboa Banku is an insult.
Yeah, you need to.
Aboa Banku.
So it's for clout? Aboa Banku.
It is.
Seto, Aboa Banku.
It is, but I'm saying that it doesn't affect. Times have changed, sweetie. Times have changed from the time that you mentioned a celebrity.
I know we diverted, but this is very important. So let me just chip in that my name is not Sweetie.
Oh, Sweetie, please. You say Sweetie.
Sure. So
your name is Sweetie.
I said sure.
Times have changed, man. The names of celebrities have even changed. Like back in the day, you hear Michael Jackson, Jamie Foxx. Now it's people with underscores in their names.
Charlie.
Abigail underscore date rash. This underscore. People.
So that you're easily identified with whatever your claim to fame. I always fight with my lecturers and teachers.
Why?
Because of the pronunciation of my surname.
They say
every
Abochi
time. No,
instead
they say
of Abochi.
Yeah, they say Abochi. And my name is not Abochi. And I would fight till you get it right. If you don't get it right, I'll say just stick to my first or second name.
Why?
Because I don't get why you should call me Abochi.
I think
it's not my name.
It's just a sign of respect to pronounce someone's name right.
To make the effort to pronounce it right.
You make an effort.
You know.
Well, I also get Akwaku a lot. Like, but my name is Akwaku. Like my father's name is Akwaku.
Akwaku. Why don't you use it?
I don't know. Yeah, my surname is Amponsah, so I had to use.
I thought if he uses Akwaku.
Yeah, if he uses Akwaku.
Why don't you use Ivy? Lady, she's called Ivy.
No.
Now you're called Ivy.
She's called Ivy.
Ivy is such a nice name, though. Maybe she doesn't.
I feel more like Seto now. Yes.
You took the wind out of my sail. Someone asked me why I don't use Christiana anymore. And the truth is, nobody actually ever calls me Christiana. You know,
hold on.
And I've always been Sweetie Abochi. Even when I'm referring to myself,
her name is Christiana,
I'm like,
right?
me, Sweetie Abochi.
You two just said something that I find very weird.
What?
You say you feel settled now. What do you mean? Like when you feel Ivy, how does it feel?
There's some power to the name, and which ones you actually feels more like you.
It feels more like me.
Sweetie Abochi feels more like who I am, my personality, my current
and
personality.
Christiana feels like
Christiana
what?
feels like Christiana doesn't feel like me. I don't know how to explain it. Christiana feels like Mami Bia. She doesn't try. You know.
I think you are making this up. I think.
No,
so
if
I call you Christiana, you would feel like an old lady.
No, if you call me Christiana, you won't get this version of me. You won't get Sweetie Abochi. Let's not digress. Let's get back to the conversation
Christiana.
about.
Christiana.
I want the Christiana version of you. I want the Christiana
version.
version.
Let's get back to discussing the name.
But I'm saying
I don't think I know Christy. Like, who's Christiana?
So Christy,
let's see Christy.
Christy, what I'm saying
This is not
that
a podcast where we
find ourselves.
Because get ready for me. I'm about to give you some right now.
Yeah, we like that,
please.
Christy. I'm saying that at a point in your life, okay, when you work so hard to a point, Sister Christy, when you work so hard to get certain.
Also, are they allowed to do this to me on the podcast?
Auntie Christy.
I beg you. When you see me in town, my name is Sweetie.
She's Auntie Christy.
Auntie Christy. Auntie Christy.
What brought us to this conversation? I was going to ask names. I was going to ask that.
I wanted to make a point.
Go ahead. Let me go conclude on this and let's go back.
I was saying that you need, no matter your name right now, you need to work successfully. You need to work so hard that your name becomes big enough.
Yes.
Unless you do not want that, you can work within your communities, even within your communities, for your name to be a popular one there. It doesn't matter what kind of name you have.
I believe that too.
Yeah, like a name, and if you are very successful in your local community, there's the chance for your name to blossom out of your community to other worlds, and people will get used to it. I always use Zuckerberg's name as an example. I found it very complicated when it started coming into social circles. This guy, Chelsea had a defender called Aspilicueta.
What?
Where's
I
he
tell
from?
you, where's Aspilicueta from? I don't know where he's from. I don't follow football much, but because I'm a Chelsea fan, I got used to that name. You understand? So when you work so hard, people don't care about your name.
They'll pronounce it.
They
right.
would find how to pronounce it.
They'll get it right.
That's when I say names do not really matter.
So Archipelago worked hard.
Yeah, but you just mentioned his name verbatim.
Wrongly.
Or verbatim.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
Is it wrong?
Yeah.
Archipelago is wrong. What's the correct pronunciation?
Archipelago.
Huh?
So I was going to ask that because of the everyday
Archipelago.
So it's Aki.
Archipelago, yeah.
Aki and Popo. Imagine someone like Elle Nightingale decides to gift you something nice, that you are in a relationship with someone and you are near marriage, and then you realize that, Charlie, this man is also a potential, and it all comes down to the name that you take on. Do you know it's a big deal for people, and people actually refuse to marry their partners just because of a name?
Refuse to marry?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a big deal. Yes. There are women who would date whatever, but and they're doing it because you are what they have at the moment. Once they find someone whose name they are more comfortable to take on, they will leave you in a heartbeat.
I don't think it's just the name.
Yeah,
so it can't just be the name.
I'm saying it's a deciding factor.
No,
for some women.
For women, yeah.
It's a deciding factor. My family, for instance,
if you have money,
none of the women
really matter that
none
much.
of us remove the abochi from our names. So if I got married today, I wouldn't be called Sweetie, whatever my husband's name is. I would rather add it. I'll hyphenate it.
Sweetie.
I love to identify. I'm abochi.
I'm
my
telling
spirit
you, man,
is abochi.
If you married Dangote, you would have Dangote in your name.
I'll have abochi Dangote.
Nope. If Dangote said he wanted abochi out, you take abochi out. Because it's power and money. Fuck Dangote. See, people make preferences. We always, I don't know, man, but we always say, but everybody has a price.
You can have, because you can have the worst name in the world, not necessarily even about the pronunciation or how it sounds. The value of the name may be bad. But if you're able to work hard, people will overlook everything that is associated with your name, and that bad name will become respected. But
whatever you name the person, it has impact on your life.
It does. I believe
that is why when they call I'm Christiana because they call me Christiana because I was born on Christmas Day. There are people who are called Esther, and they end up being so affable, and all the qualities of Esther. All I'm saying is, before you you call yourself something like Gyai Gyimi, like Kweku Banku or something. Like before you add some,
you think they are not motivated? There's some motivation
behind it.
So what reason could you possibly have to call yourself Kweku Kwasia?
Look, you could start a brand. You could start. That's why I always advise that you should probably start with your real name when you are entering the industry. Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
It's like that. The popular ones still have their names. Steve Harvey.
You were OB the comedian.
There was OB GH and OB Ghana and OB So I had to add my surname, to OB Soberima. So when you start with that and then you become popular, changing it will affect your brand entirely.
How famous are you right now?
I don't know. I'm there.
You know that because he's our friend, we don't. But Oberma is a big deal. Let's give us 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes of interview right now. How famous are you? Let's interview Oberma.
Interview. How famous am I?
You've been traveling a lot lately.
Yeah, man. And I'll be traveling a lot.
How's life as Ghana's finest, most traveled comedian?
It's good. Most traveled.
Have your friends in South Africa. You make some really good friends in South Africa. Friends.
So it's a cool vibe. I feel Ghanaian comedians work a lot. They work very hard. And you've seen it. You've seen us try to introduce new cultures into the comedy scene, where every Thursday we do a comedy club, which is quite new to Ghanaians. The idea to have a weekly show where people read. So through that, we've done that for about 2 years now. And you realize the growth.
Already 2 years.
Yeah, you realize the growth in the young comedians, and so you realize that there's a bigger market out there. Usually we are limited to next door neighbors or almost next door neighbors, Nigerians, But I watched some Kenyan clips, I watched some South African clips, I watched some from Rwanda, and I was like, nah, this is it. We need to explore beyond our. And when you do that, you'd realize that there are so many people or comedians who share in the same mind as you, and it's such a.
Are you seeing? I don't want to say the next OB. Are you seeing talents among the guys who come to? Are you seeing good talents among the younger ones?
Yeah. And again, what I've realized in the Ghana comedy industry is the change in content. I don't know if you have realized this as well. The content we give out now is more in depth. We talk about issues. We talk about politics. We are not restricted.
Do they still come for you when you guys get into them?
They do, but I mean, it wouldn't stop you. Yeah. And when they come for you, shows you are working.
Have you done almost 2 decades or?
2 decades.
1 year.
For me?
Yeah.
No. You mean Ghana comedy?
Yeah. You.
No, me. I'm
have you done a decade?
So when you count, even when you started at school, not professionally. Add the school. You started on campus, right?
I have a follow-up question. So,
What I did,
have you done a decade?
2014 was when I completed UCC.
Yeah.
So I did.
Nearly a decade. Would you say that you changed the game?
I changed game.
I don't know. Yes.
I don't know. I brought
Because
my bed.
comedy before I started watching you and your crop of comedians was different. I'm
No.
talking about, I don't know if I can, DKBs
I think-
that level and what we are seeing now is different. The way we are experiencing comedy is so different.
I
Yeah.
think that time, the DKB, the one abroad now,
Oscar,
the Rasta
David Oscar.
Oscar
Yeah.
and Dennis's, all those people. I think they paved the way for these guys. They didn't. I don't think those guys enjoyed what they started. I don't think they really enjoyed.
They didn't enjoy
No,
themselves.
they didn't enjoy.
Let me
I
tell you one
think
thing,
Kweku's crop of comedians are the ones who are like enjoying.
They're
to
trying,
say,
though.
You know, they are
Yeah,
trying.
they're
Even
doing
though it's
well.
still hard.
Thank you.
You know,
doing
I think
well.
they are trying.
Charlie, thank you for doing it for Ghana,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Thank
hard,
you.
man. Those
Anyway,
guys, you're done.
go on.
You just don't start me on something like that.
Something you love.
It's like I just teased you.
Yeah.
I know
Laughs
Go on.
And talk about women and shit. we spend all the time talking about women and gifts and 2 minutes on comedy.
I love you, bro. Go on.
You can hold it, or you don't want to hold it.
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube, oh, feel free.
party's
Yeah.
So like I was saying, man, DKB Dems, their time the craze for Ghana comedy wasn't that much. The craze was on the Nigerian comedians, but I watched them religiously. Like they did this Citizen Kofi show. I was in school then, but I would watch like. And that was when I saw Chemical, I saw DKB, I saw Oscar, Romanus, James Brown. I was like, these guys, I did not know Ghanaians had English comics here.
Romanus.
Yeah, I
Charlie,
did
that
not
guy
know.
has been doing this for
For
years.
very long time.
Long time. So when I came
tell
out
you.
of school, and then I came to watch them at Silver Lounge.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember
those
Silver
days,
Lounge?
man, Accra Mall.
Yeah, Accra Mall. And I watched, I was like, yo, they were a lot, like about 8 very funny comedians. Dennis, Ajeze, James Brown. I thought Romanus was just an actor. And then he held them out. I was like, yo, because I'd seen him in the Sarko there, Auntie Mary, that Legon comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. And what I realized was, so I went the first day, I was happy. The next month, I went. And then some of them came to repeat the same jokes. You understand? But some came with, and I asked why, and then I was told that the audience come differently.
So
like there's different audience every month, so you can find it.
Repeat.
But I didn't want to do that because I felt like if I see like 2 people, even in the audience, I feel like I'm serving them short if I don't tell them some new jokes. You understand? And so I felt like, okay, no, I should keep writing new stuff and then keep trying. This was somewhere in 2015, 2016. That's when I started noticing that the Ghanaian audience is the same. You have to give them different stuff every time. Also, you have to be a bit daring. Like
You were smart to notice that.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Why did you agree and then say you
Because
don't know?
in Ghana you don't have to be boastful or shit. Like when you say somebody,
Own your shit, man. Own your
when
shit.
somebody says you are smart, you're like, yeah, okay, fine, thank God. Okay.
Anyway,
we give thanks to God.
Power to the people.
Yeah, find some motivational shit to say.
Yeah.
So when it happened like that, Lexi actually tells me that he studied that from me writing new jokes, because you realize when I come every time I say new jokes. And then at a point, Augustine Dennis started training me, and
Augustine trained you?
oh yeah, like teaching me comedy, me and TK. So he started telling me that those Dubai tribal jokes. Yeah, he started calling those. He said Dubai jokes. Yeah, he said those jokes are hacked. Because if I come and I say, what would an Ewe man do? What would an and then you're also a comedian. People will get fed up. So it's start telling your story. Start telling good jokes. So Dennis now encouraged me to write even more. You understand? So when the opportunity to perform in South Africa came, and then I went. I saw a few comedy clubs there. and this was the second visit. I'm not even talking about the first. The second one, realized that there was a club running from Thursday to Saturday.
What?
Yeah. Oh no, every day there's a club actually.
Comedy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I hear South Africa is the biggest hub of comedy.
It is.
Stand-up comedy in Africa.
It is everywhere, bro.
Trevor Noah made it there.
Yeah, the guy who actually handed Trevor his first mic, like he gave me to my mic to perform. Yeah, Kedibon. He's such a cool guy. Wow. His name is Kedibon, man. Big up to him and our other friend called Indiwo. When we got there, well, not to digress. When we got there, from Thursdays to Saturday, that's a different one called the comedy market in SA, and the comedians would come. Funny comedians, funny, but the audience is always different, so you'd feel the same jokes from them. Okay. You understand? So if you hear it, for me, I felt like they were repeating, but you don't repeat. Like if you have different audience, you can keep trying your material on them. So I felt like the advantage I had was from the previous, the work I started doing in 2015, writing new jokes every time to test. And so I had a lot to say.
Wow.
I had a lot to say. So the kid, what I'm talking about, after I was done and then we were talking, he asked me how the comedy scene is in Ghana. And then I said I've done like 4 specials already. I was like, okay, I felt it. I could see it. That's what makes me very happy with this job. In Ghana it doesn't pay much. In Ghana, who is holding us as the corporate institutions, but those ones targets, like they say, who is the top guy now? OB. Okay, let's book him for shows. So you are the one who
eats at that time.
The rest are just struggling, and you see them, man. You see the guys working their asses off. Atamle, PK, MJ, Warren, Jerry.
Yo, Jerry has grown.
So you get it.
Yeah. So let's not digress.
If we're in SA, every one of them will be picked up by an agency, and then they start plugging them into commercials. Because these guys are big. They're on TV.
They need to start traveling. Like
you understand. So the more you travel, the more you're exposed to.
We need to learn and adopt and change the game here.
But it's getting better. It wasn't like this.
All right.
So the story starts from somebody and then somebody continues it.
I think as people like Z have started traveling, I'm sure that opportunities will come for them. I really hope.
Yeah.
I know there's a big market for comedy. We just don't know.
Like we need to put Ghana comedy out there. I feel like
I think we are in that phase. We are growing. Like we are not rushing this. We know it will happen. Maybe not in my time.
But it will happen.
It will happen at a point where when they talk about comedy in Africa, they will mention Ghana.
Of course.
I'm telling you, because we are traveling, we are seeing stuff, we are seeing other cultures. I performed to my first night in South Africa, the second time. We went to a place called Tiger's Eye Milk or something. 70% white people. And so I can't go there with Dubai jokes. You get me? No. 70%. Leslie was the one who videoed that performance. It was good. Even when the MC mentioned my name, he didn't mention it properly. But when I went on stage, I had a good time because I've worked here. So it's a growing phase. We are there.
Work hard.
I work very hard.
I'm proud, man, because
I can tell you the number of shows I've done this year. A lot. A lot.
Just this year.
Just this year. And that's like a lot of jokes. I've like new ones. Some you mix, some you go meet an audience.
Are you doing a special this year?
If I don't get money, I'm not doing it, bro. Like the Journey to the South.
Get an agency, get sponsorship.
Journey to the now. I don't know nobody, man. Like basically we are all just putting our hands in it. And, there's no direction, bro. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. My thoughts. If this year things don't really work out like that, I'm an A-list comedian, man. Like,
I know.
Endorsements and shit should be coming my way. Like others are enjoying, but it's not happening. And I don't blame anybody for that. But I feel like there's a fertile ground out there where my work is acknowledged. When I went to
say he should move out. I would say he should make it happen here.
I would say that.
I headlined a comedy club, and I was paid 1,500 rands that night. When you convert to Ghana, it's around 1,000 cedis or 800. But that was a comedy club,
for man. A comedy club.
You understand? And this one, he begged me. It wasn't like he begged. He pleaded with me that just do this.
So imagine doing 3 clubs one night.
And you can do 3 clubs in one night. You understand? Apart from getting decent money, it gives you the opportunity to hone your skills. I'm not saying that we are forgetting the Ghanaian audience here, but when you're in your prime, it's tough.
I think I will support Kweku.
That's why I enjoy traveling.
Obi move.
Use the microphone.
A lot. I'll support you traveling or even relocating for some time, because I feel like if we continue to stay here, say we want to make it happen, it will happen. There are people behind, but we need someone like him, like holding the torch.
Yes, the campaign, yeah.
So we all can't be here, or they all cannot be here saying, let's make it happen here. Someone has to go and pave the way out there too.
Well, the way is being paved. Yeah, because even the first time I went, and I had a very good time. When I got there the next time, I just tested the guy next time in town. What's up? Say, yo, I'm putting you on.
Wow.
You see how cool this is? Yeah, and comedians are plugs. Like, we went to Swatini. When we got to Swatini, I saw my comedian friend Ndura there. You understand? He was arranging a show for us on the night. So it's beautiful. Comedians have that vibe. It's just that you need scanning a bit too quiet.
I'm sure some corporate people are watching us. This is the part in the TV shows when they tell you that come on, Sam Chrom. This is your camera. Look, come on, Sam Chrom.
You went to see this guy's house, Trevor Gumbi. Yo, bro, I have the video. I'll show you guys. Hey, my goodness. Good luck. The guy came from
comedy.
From comedy. Okay. And movies and stuff. You know, once you start flourishing in comedy, there are branches you need to divert into, and we are doing that. We are following the blueprint.
Like he was in the house when you went?
Yeah. He actually invited us.
Wow.
And when we got once you start doing stand-up comedy, now you can be a writer, you can be on TV, you can have a satiric show on TV. You can start a podcast. You know, you can be on radio.
I feel like you're doing all that.
You can write for even
you're doing all that.
Shows, funny talk
and so it should reflect in your
write.
life.
Yeah.
Like it does for them, because they do the same thing we do here. But it reflects. You know, TV deals are good. These TV deals we deal with in Ghana are bullshit, bro.
Charlie.
Yeah, crap. Total. Like, it's like we are giving you the screen, so you deal with it.
They would even try to frustrate you on top.
Yeah, so it's a whole difficult scene.
It's like we are putting your face out there.
I'm quite optimistic because where you met the industry and what it has become
that's
now,
what I was saying.
It was
it's
still,
growth. We are not complaining.
It will elevate.
I wouldn't sit anywhere and complain. I'm just saying that some of us have had some kind of exposure that we feel like we can be better if we had enabling systems.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it out there. I'm like, yo, fuck, this is it. And Lexi saw it when he went. Wow. I was like, yo, this is it.
I'm really happy you went with Lexi.
I really wish we could continue this.
Yeah, let's do this some other time.
Time is zero. Guys, this has been
I'm so incensed about comedy, you know.
I know. Comedy is your life. It's been fun talking to you guys,
man. How did you just say that?
What? Comedy is your life. But
comedy is your life.
Don't you tell me news. My life is like news and GTV all the time.
Your life is awareness.
And your life is teaching, right? We all have something about our lives.
I
appreciate you guys.
And
show some love to Oberema and the comedians in Ghana in the comment section, because they're doing it for the country, man.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
And thank you so much for supporting us, guys. You guys who show up to our shows and and GRA, man, taking our tax and stuff.
Anyway, guys, thank you. It's been Lounge Lounge right here on Street. Lounge.
I just sound Chinese.
Peace out.
Long.
Good one.